Love him or hate him, agree or disagree with him, which I do from time to time, but in the end, what makes him a cool judge is that he's a human.
You know, all I want to do is just keep him from killing himself.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
But I mean, it's just not going well. And I think that he's being very. Shatori, will you explain her what's going on? Or did he already tell you? Basically, what he's doing, he's peeling his face. He's getting it bloody. He's putting it all on the walls. Is he putting blood on people too? Just keep him from killing himself because he's so tweaked out. I mean, it just, you can see how just, right. No, you're right. You can lead a horse, right? As they say. So, just gonna, right. So, I guess, come up, Mr. Akers. You know, there is an adage, a saying that goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. This is exactly what's going on here. I've been trying to get you help and you just refuse to take it. But what's going on now and what they're alleging, how you're, I guess, are you saying he's peeling his face and putting blood on places? That's just unacceptable. And all we want to do is prevent you from killing yourself. When you come in here with new cases, I see the way you are, and it's not good. And I mean, who am I to try to help you if you don't want to help yourself? So if you want me to cut you loose today, I'm going to do it. But you can only treat your body so this way for so long before your body just explodes on itself. It's just a matter of time. I don't want you to say anything. I want you to think, because the idea is that you get help in whichever way that you can, because the way that you're treating your body, it's going to come back on you. You can't live like this forever. You get older and your body worsens with age. It doesn't get better. When you get out there and you're out there in the free world, think before you act. Think before you speak, because every time you come here with a new case, it's not going to go well. If you ever want help, all you have to do is come back and I will get you whatever you need. If you want a cell phone, if you want a tablet, if you need medication, for whatever you may need. But living the way that you are, you start using dope on top of it, your meth or whatever it may be, all you're doing is making things so much worse. If you don't want the help, I'll just cut you loose today. Just tell me what you want. You're old enough to make your own decisions, and I will do whatever you want. But if you don't want it, I'm not going to force it on you.
I'd like to go. The horse, you lead it to water, but you can't make it drink. It comes from running a horse so hard that once you get it to water, it's too tired to drink water to save its life. I understand what you're saying.
It's always a way, Mr. Akers.
I consider it lesson learned.
Actions speak louder than words. So we will see. I'll cut you loose today if you want it, but you come back, it's really not going to go well. Do you understand?
Understood.
Okay. So you let me know whatever you guys want to do. If he wants to unsat term, I'll do it today. And then, yeah. So I'll let you speak with counsel. You let me know what you want to do.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we call Jerome Marks. Is that you?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
We have two cases here. A second-degree felony of abandoning or endangering a child. So that carries with it, of course, up to 20 years in prison. But I noticed You have some prior convictions in 2016. So if all of that was true, then you are looking, if found guilty, first degree felony punishment up to life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
24 CR 714, burglary of a habitation. That is a second degree felony with the same prior 2016 conviction. So that also can be enhanced to a first degree felony. So you were looking at up to 2 life sentences on these 2 cases. Do you understand
Yes,
the
sir.
seriousness of all of this?
Just,
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, did you have a copy of the report that my baby mom, my son's mother wrote? Cause she actually vouched that the car never moved as far as the child endangerment, and we were staying together, and I still have property there. So I understand that the consequences and everything that's going on.
I can make a decision on that if
Yes, sir.
you come to me for guilt or innocence, but this
Oh.
isn't a trial.
Yes, sir.
And I just don't individually, the grand jury indicted it, the executive branch. It's in now the judicial branch.
Yes, sir.
Me. But I don't tell the grand jury what to do. And what happens in my court now is I don't make independent prosecutorial decisions. That's not my job.
Yes, sir.
I preside. Now we've taken that step into me, and all I do is orchestrate the trial or the disposition if it's not a trial.
Yes, sir.
And your choice, because of the Constitution, you get power over your life and the direction your life takes by deciding how you're going to want to proceed after consultations with your attorney. And Mr. Dugler there's a smart guy. So these are negotiations have, I guess, been attempted. Go ahead, Mr. Dugler.
Well, he'd like it set on the trial docket and he wants to get it resolved as soon as possible. So we're asking the court to.
We all do.
Make
We
replacements.
like to try to move these as fast
Get
as
some
we
of-
can. And which one, Mr. Lair, is that your?
It's Mr. Hams. He's at a seminar, but I assume we'll be trying
The burglary.
the burglary first since it's seems to be the better of the cases.
All right. It'll be set for trial and then the burglary will be tried first.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Mr. Stevens, Judge Stevens, I'm trying to ask, how can it be a burglary if I was staying there?
Look, this isn't a debate. I don't know what the facts are.
Yes, sir.
And
It's all in the reports.
But we can all, if you want me to decide the outcome of this case, waive a jury trial and elect to be tried in front of me. But otherwise, it's really not for me to decide right now. That's
Yes,
not
sir.
an issue for me. It's not a debate either. The grand jury indicted, the DA's office has elected to move forward, and all I do is kind of referee what goes on next.
Yes, sir.
If you want to, if that's what you're asking for is a trial by jury. If you want a trial before me, then I end up making the decision. But
Okay.
until that happens,
Yes, sir.
and if you, that's what you want to do, you need to talk to him about waiving the constitutional right. That's what that flag stands for jury trial, which most people do in this court. 85% of the cases are disposed of by pleas of guilty before me,
Yes,
not
sir.
trials. But that's your choice after you discuss all of this, the pros and cons, because I mean, you're looking at up to life in prison. So this is a very important
Yes, sir.
crossroad in your life. Make sure you're fully, you fully inform your attorney and you talk to him about any decisions, but just let me know if you want to change your mind. But right now, he says you want a trial,
Yes, sir.
and we'll
But-
set it for trial.
This is what I'm saying too, Judge. Cause I'm about to lose my job now. Cause my boss been holding it for me. He actually looked. We are also talked with my baby mom and the mother. And she did. They're supposed to go to the protective order courts with you, which they didn't show up. And they both told me they're not going to trial or anything. And I got the reports, a copy of the reports that
Hold
they
on.
wrote.
How do you know this?
My mom and her mom talks.
Well, how do you know that?
Cause my mom tell me that, but
Okay.
her mom reached out to her,
Okay.
to my mom.
Here's the deal. I'm going to ask the district attorney's office to be so kind to look into if there's witness tampering going on in this case, and if other people need to be indicted for trying to influence witnesses in this case, as I'm hearing that's going on. And keep it up. You're just digging a hole.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Just-
you are
yes, sir,
digging the
I
hole.
understand.
And now you're going to get the whole family into the mess. And that's the way it ought to be, because
But
this isn't the way it's, you don't behind the scenes try to tamper in influence with anything. The facts are supposed to play out.
yes, sir.
Grand jury listened to facts and made
Yes,
an
sir.
indictment. Then you don't come back behind with your group, your cavalry, and attempt to try to change the way people are thinking. That's what trials are all about. But I'm going to ask them to look into
The
if
court-
maybe more people should be indicted for witness tampering
sir.
after what you're telling me.
The court's
It's set for
process,
trial. You don't interrupt. It's set for trial, and it will be set for trial. Mr. Dusler here, you've said too much already. All of this has been, they'll
sir.
get a copy of it, and
Can I get
and then
another?
it'll be used
attorney?
against you. It can be used against you at trial too, if you testify. Mr. Dusler here is
Never
a
did
competent
tell her
lawyer.
anything.
And you know what? If you're going to interrupt me, we'll put you back in timeout until you quit interrupting.
Yes, sir.
See, I get this impression.
I apologize.
I get this impression that you like to kind of be the boss of the environment that you're in. You dictate the way things ought to be. And when they don't happen the way you like it, then you get people, your little comrades, to go out and try to change the facts. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It works out. Facts are facts. You're not supposed to try to manipulate behind the scenes against the rules of procedure. You want to trial in front of a jury. Mr. Dusler is a competent lawyer. It'd probably get to trial quicker if you agreed to release him. I could put somebody next on the trial docket wheel, or you can keep him. He's a fine lawyer. What do you want to do?
I want to get a different lawyer.
All right, the next person on the trial docket wheel, I find good. You're doing that because you want this case to go quicker, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the reason. And then that's the valid reason, not because you want a different lawyer. That's not what the indigent commission states. But if you want it to go quicker, that's the way to do it. And that's allowed under the rules. I find good cause to release Mr. Dusler. The next lawyer on the trial docket deal will be appointed to represent you. And we'll set this for trial, and we'll see what the DA's office investigation finds out with what's going on behind the scenes involving what I'm perceiving as attempts to try to influence this trial. You're released. That's all. Just incredible what goes on behind the scenes. It's we're not going to let due process get in the way of what we want to manipulate to the end.
If you are new to my channel, please subscribe as I edit these cases and remove all of the mundane, boring, repetitive stuff. And I even remove the silences, so you get only the juicy bits, which I think are always the best bits. Are looking for another episode that has all the boring stuff cut out and gives you just the good stuff, then here a couple that may interest you. Enjoy.